Hello everyone, myself Bharat Bhushan Singhal. We discuss Android development series. This is the third lecture from my side. Topic is layouts and resource for the UI. How to design a layout, how to use the resource for the user interface. All layouts, all resource, all components are discussed in this lecture. In previous lecture we discussed about the how to create your demo app, your first app. In that lecture we describe how to install Android Studio, the components of Android Studio, and the process to create a project, and how to run that app into the Android emulator or in physical mobile. So now in next lecture, in this lecture we discuss about the layouts and resource for the UI. Now move on. The contents of this lecture are: first is views, view groups and view hierarchy. Second topic is the layout editors and constraint layout and linear layout. Third is event handling, means programming in Java to handle the layout components. Next is resource and measurements. Now next slide, that is the view. First topic is view of today lecture. What is the view? When you hold your mobile in your hand and you open a app, then a screen is shown on your mobile screen. So that all it have the many components in that screen. So the combination of that components are called a view. If you look at your mobile device, every user interface element that you see in a view. Here a mobile screen is show Hello Toast. So Hello Toast is the title, but the main screen is Toast, One, Count, that are the components of your Android app. So the combination of that components is called view. The view subclasses are basic user interface building blocks. Like you insert a text into your app, type a text, so that is called a edit text in programming mode. If you see a text but you can't edit that text in an Android app, that is designed into text view. Next is you have the many buttons to click on Android to move next and perform any operation, so that is called button. Next is menus, radio buttons, checkbox and many other controls. That many classes are hold into the view class. Okay, next is the scrollable, means when you scroll your screen, then automatically text will come and text is forward, top to bottom and bottom to top, that are handled by the scrollable view. And we have the special features of Android app that you want to see in Gmails and shopping apps and many apps. Then you scroll your screen, then automatically the data will be changed. So that is handled by the recycle view. And to show your image on your screen, we use the image view, and if you want to perform any operation on image, then we use the image button. Next is group views. Group views means when a view handle the many views classes like a text view, edit text, button, menu, recycle view, the image view, image button, checkbox, radio buttons, that are combination view is called group views. That are many group views are there. Main is the constraint layout, relative layout and linear layout. We discuss it later in this lecture. So that is the view of button, edit text, slider, checkbox, radio button and switch on off. Now what is a attributes? Attributes show the main features of any view. You change the anything of that view, like you want to change the color of that view, then you use the color property. If you change the dimension, then change the width and height of that view, and if you want to change the positioning, we use the gravity attributes. You may have focus selected to receive user inputs, may be interactive, respond to user click, may be visible or not, relationships to other views. That are the attributes of a view. Next is create views and layouts. How to create views and layouts in Android Studio. So visual representation is handled by the XML, and for that we have the XML and editor. If you want to change any attributes of layout in programming, then we use the Java code. Now that is the Android Studio layout editor view. So here we seen that it has the activity main XML file. So that is called layout files of any activity. After that we design a layout and text tab. In second, it is the so that the hierarchy of your design components then that you use into the your layouts. Third is plated panel. Plated panel means it is the all components that you want to add in your layout, that all components are present here. Then you use the drag and drop, and automatically that components in add your layout. Next is the 4 component tree. It is the hierarchy of your layout. Next is design and blueprint panels. Here it is show that design and the layout how to create, and the view of that layout is shown. And next is the attributes tab, means if you want to change the attributes directly using the attribute panel, then you change it. If you want to change the coding, then you go to the XML code and directly change there. So that is the view of XML file. That is the view of XML file. So here is a one attributes of text view. Here is the ID, layout width, layout height, background, text, text color, text size, text style. That are the some attributes of a text view. What is the ID? ID is the of any component that you want to use into the Java code to fetch that text view into code. Next is layout width. Layout width means the component width size. Next is layout height. If you change the layout height using this property. Next is background. You want to change the background color, background image, anything else of background, then you use the background attributes. Next is text. then you want to show any text on that text view, then you attach any text with the text view using the text attributes. Next is text color. Then you want to choose a specific color for the text, then you use the text color attributes. Next is text size. Then you change the font of text size of text view, then you use the text size attributes. And next is you change the style of like a bold, normal bold, normal, and then you want to change the text style, you use the text attributes. Next is view attributes in XML, that is the example. So it is a syntax to change any attributes in XML code. First is property name and second is the property value. Like Android is the compulsory if you want to use the default Android attributes. It is not compulsory you use the Android. If you want to use the Android property which is given with the default layout, and then you use the Android. Okay, next is Android text and Android ID. Now any activity you want to change the any attributes of any component, then you use this code. How to change? I explain it. In XML it is a component, only design. But in Java code we created text view class, then we inherit that text view class into my Java code. After that we create a object of that text view class, then directly and attach that XML component to that text view class object. Then after that we change the attribute of that design of XML using the Java code. That is the combination of Java code and the XML file. We perform the commands using the Java code, it is applied on the XML file. Here we use a property of set text. Means if you want to change the text view text, then you use the set text property of the text view class. It is the function of the text view class. Then you give the direct the text of text to change the text view. Here is the display. This text is the text, and the double it text is enclosed by the double quotes. Okay. Now context. What is context? Context is a interface to global information about an application environment. Like that we working on a activity. Then that context hold that all properties of that activity. If you pass that context to any application, then automatically that activity is attached to that function. Okay, here what is the this? In Java, if you want to working on a present pointer means in which activity we work, in which class we work, in which a function we work, that pointers and the address of this function, class and the activity are automatically hold into the this pointer. So when we pass the this means present. This means present. So it is automatically fetch the present activity context. Okay. Or second is the get application constant is like a this present working context of activity. Okay. Now next custom views. Over 100 different types of views available from the Android system, all children of the view classes. If necessary, create custom views by subclassing existing views or the view class. The Android Studio is provide a custom views resource file. Then you create a resource file in drivers and create the custom views and apply on the any components. Then the design of that view is automatically changed. Now next is we work on we discuss the view groups and view hierarchy. Now view groups contain child view. Child means components like a button, like a text view, like a edit text and many things. Okay. Now there are some view groups are there: constraint layout, scroll view, recycle view, and linear layout, and this relative layout, and grid layout, table layout, and many layouts are there. So we discuss one by one. So first is the constraint layout, that is positions, UI user interface elements using constraint connections to other elements and to the layout edges. Next is scroll view. I discussed it previously. Contain one element and enables scrolling. Next is recycler view. Contains a list of elements and enables scrolling by adding and removing elements dynamically. What is the means the dynamically, and what is the meaning of statically? Statically means when we pass any element to any component, then it can't not changeable when that app is run. But what is the meaning of dynamically? Like that we add any component, any data into the table and into the list of table, then the recycler view check dynamically that list and add that added component into the view. So that is performed at the runtime position. So that is called dynamically. And what is the statically? Statically means can't changeable, one time fix. Okay. Next is view groups for layouts. Layouts are specific types of view groups, subclasses of view group. What is the layout? Constraint layout. It is a main class of view group, and the layout is the subclass of that class. And also the buttons, text view are the subclasses of the layouts. Okay. Content child view can be in a row, column, grid, table, and absolute format. That are the formats. First is the linear layout. It is work into the horizontal and into the vertical mode. Constraint layout, it is attached. It has the constraint, and we set the constraint. Using that constraint, we create a layout. And in grid layout, all components show into table form, full table form. First one row is complete, second row complete, third row complete, and fourth row complete. So that is called grid layout. In table layout, we have a fixed screen table. Then we add the component in a cell. Like that, here we add the a component here. But in this cell, we didn't add any component. So that is called table layout. Common layout classes. First is constraint layout, connect views with constraints. Second is linear layout, that is horizontal and vertical row. Next is relative layout, child views relative to each other. Third is table layout, it has the row and columns. Next is frame layout, shows one child of a stack of the children. We discuss it later in other lectures. Okay. Now class hierarchy versus class layout hierarchy. View class hierarchy is standard object oriented class inheritance. View class hierarchy is standard object oriented class inheritance. For example, button is a text view, is a view, is an object. Okay, superclass. What is the relation between in that? Superclass subclass relationship. Because the view is a superclass and button and the text view is the subclasses of that superclass. Next is layout hierarchy. Layout hierarchy is how views are usually arranged. For example, linear layout can contain buttons arranged in a row. Parent child relationship means it have like just upper class and lower class, but in view hierarchy it is the super class means multi-level inheritance, and in this only the single or multiple inheritance are performed. That is the hierarchy of view groups. Means view group is the super class and the views are the components like a button and the text view are the child of that superclass. Okay, that is the multi-level hierarchy, and that is the view group is the root of view groups class. Now view hierarchy and screen layout, that is the activity main XML. Here first we discuss the linear layout, then linear layout has the many components like a button, text view and button also. So here is that is the layout of linear layout, button, text view and button. That is the view, toast, text view and the other button. And in component tree it is so like this. Linear layout is main class and that is the subclasses of that linear layout. In XML, how it is so? The in linear layout clause, all text and that is the property here, and that is the other components and subclasses of linear layout. And that is the layout created in Java activity code. Linear layout, we create the linear layout object. After that we change the property of linear layout, set orientation, and we attach the all text view and other things to the linear here. Linear dot add view my text. Oh, okay. Then what is the content view? It is so that how to that content is shown on the screen, and what is the width and what is the height. In width and height, how to change? There are the match parent and the ref content. We discuss it in later. So here layout linear layout dot linear layout params. We create a parameters for the linear layout and we send that parameters to the linear layout, the head width and the height of that layout, and after that we send that parameters using the object of my view of linear layout. Arrange of view hierarchy affect app performance. Use smallest number of simplest view possible. Keep the hierarchy flat. Limit nesting of views and view groups. Now we discuss fully the linear layout. What is the linear? After that we work on next layouts. So first we discuss the linear layout. It has the two orientations. First is the horizontal. Second is the vertical. I often get confused with how each orientation is laid out. Now, first is the horizontal orientation. In horizontal orientation, one row and many columns, like this. One row and many columns are shown in view, so that is called horizontal orientation. In vertical orientation, one column, many rows, and items stacked on top of each other. Now, what is the gravity? Two types of gravity in Android. First is gravity and second is the layout gravity. What is the meaning of gravity? How to center the text. Okay. A lot of people get confused with the appropriate usage of each one. Now we discuss fully what is the gravity. Positioning the content of the view, what is inside the view. Okay, that are the properties of gravity. First is, if we want to send the component on top, then we use the top gravity. If we want to set the gravity in bottom, then we use the bottom gravity. And if we want to set the component into left and right, center, horizontal and vertical, and center vertical and center horizontal, that are the properties of gravity to set the component on the view. Use bit masking to combine multiple values. If we set to give the two properties for the gravity, then we use the top slash bottom, top right, then that means it is automatically set top and bottom side the gravity is set the component. Next is layout gravity. Layout gravity means the layout position on the screen, positioning the view with respect to its parents. Support same values as Android gravity, same as the all attributes are same in the same as gravity, like top, bottom, left, right, center and center layout. Not all view groups support this attributes. Gravity versus layout gravity. I still don't understand the difference. Using gravity on a view group will position all of its children a specific way. Like this. Using a linear layout as the root view to encapsulate everything, the linear layout has an attributes of gravity with a value equal to center. That is why all the buttons are center in the screen. Using layout gravity, a child can override the gravity set on its parents. And now we work on the blue button. So that is the code, how to perform the rendering. So there is the code, and that is the XML code, that is the version of XML. And next is that is the linear layout, and that is the property of linear layout, and that is the component of linear layout. Okay. Okay, leave it. Okay. How to set the one minute. How to set the width of any components in linear layout, and what is the difference between match parent and wrap content. If we set the match parent, we divide the match parent, match and parent. Parent means your home screen, like you have the Android TV, then that is the parent. And if you have a small Android phone, then that the size of the screen is called parent. So it is the match parent is depend on the your screen. So when we set the width of like a match parent, that means it is adjustable according to your screen mobile. So it is automatically add. Now what is the wrap content? Wrap content means which type of content is add into that component. The size and height is automatically adjustable according to the content that is add into the component. Like if we add much more text into text view, then the height and width automatically adjust of text view according to the text. And if we use the image view, then the size of image is too large, then the automatically image view size is make large according to the picture. Okay. Linear layout and layout gravity. Depending on the orientation of the linear layout, the linear layouts children can only use certain values for layout gravity. Layout gravity with horizontal orientation. For a horizontal linear layout, the following values make sense: top, center, bottom. This is because the children of a horizontal linear layout are laid out horizontally one after the other. With horizontal orientation, the only thing can be controlled using the en-rod layout gravity is how a child view is positioned vertically. Layout gravity with vertical orientation. For a vertical linear layout, the following values make sense: left, center, right. That is because the children of a vertical linear layout are laid out vertically one below the other. With vertical orientation, the only thing can be controlled using the en-rod layout gravity is how a child view is positioned horizontally. Now, layout gravity and gravity examples. So, that is a view how to handle the gravity and layout gravity into linear layout. Now, layout weight attributes only works for linear layout, indicates how much of the extra space in the linear layout will be allocated to the view associated with the attributes. To manage the space into the screen between two elements, then we use the weight. The size of the view will be determined based on the relation of all siblings' weights to each other. If, for example, all views define the same weight, then the available space will be distributed equally among them. If we want to make large any other components, then we large increase the size of weight. Which axis, width or height should be affected can be controlled by setting the respective size to a value of 0 dp. 0 dp means match parent. Weight don't have to add to be 1, although it's common to distribute layout weight over all children as functions of 1, percentage, percentage. The relations between all weightage is what matters. Problem: I have 4 views I have 4 views whose width I have to be equally distributed inside their parent. I want this to work on any device and don't want to calculate the width each time the applies. Layout weight to the reuse. Using layout weight, we can assign a equal weight to each child view, and at runtime the linear layout will equally distribute any remaining space to the children. Layout weight to the reuse, then that is the example of XML file. Weight is the here is the 0.25, 0.25 and 0.25. Screen supported key terms: screen density, resolution, orientation, density, independent pixels. Screen density. What is the screen density? The quantity of pixel within a physical area of the screen, usually referenced to as DPI. En-rod groups screen densities by low, medium, high, extra high. A low density screen has fewer pixels within a given physical area than a normal or high density screens. The orientation of the screen from the user point of view, either landscape or portrait. You can create a specific layout created to your device orientation. Density independent pixel (DP). A virtual pixel unit should be used to defining UI layouts that can be reused for multiple screens. Thank you everyone to listen me. Now we continue the constraint layout and relative layout in next lectures. Thank you very much to listening me. We create a first step is to create a project. For that, so go to the file and create a new project here. Now it takes time to create a new project. Select the empty activity for the beginners. Now give the name, that is the linear layout. After that I click the finish. Now wait for some time. The project creator build the project and it started to create the Java file and the XML file for that, and so it process take a time, so I wait for that. Okay, now Gradle build is completed and our project is created. So here is the app and this is the project, and it has the two files. One is the layout file, that is called XML file, and second is the coding file, that is the Java file. Okay, so now in layout are created into the XML file. Now we use the linear layout to design this layout. We create a login activity in this. Okay, so first we go to the into the, there are three parts: design, split and code. Design is so the design which is created and which is view on the screen, and code part is the XML part. Here we change this constant layout to the linear layout. I remove, because by default Android Studio created constant layout now, but I want to create linear layout, so I choose linear layout here. So this linear layout is created. Okay, now I go to the back to the design part, and now that are the components which we want to add into this layout. So first we set the orientation of our linear layout. So type ORI and this is vertical. Okay, vertical means one by one elements will come. Now we want to add a login name, login text on the screen. So to add the text on the screen, we use the text view. Now I drag and drop on the screen. Now this text view is added into the linear layout. This is the component tree, this is the main linear layout, and it is the sub layer component. So now this text view is added in our layout. Now I am formatting this component, so I change the text of this by login. Okay, now I change the text size, so search text here, and this is the text size. I change it to 8 sp. Now login 8, I think the bigger size it is so, and I change this text style to bold, so it is visible and looking into good. Now next is property. I explain in previous slides to gravity. I set the gravity of text into center. There are all properties of the gravity. So I set it center horizontal. Now login is so into the center. Okay. Now I again add next component, which is the edit text. Edit text means we have the two edit text, one for the username and second for the password. So for that we have the go to the text and insert a plain text into this. So this is so like this, and we also add a password here. Password means when you type any text and number on in this edit text, they converted into dots automatically. So you know when you type password in any app, that password is not visible. It converted into star or dots, any form like that. So that is edit text has the property that convert all the text into dots automatically. Okay. So now I format that edit text. First I change the I remove the name here and find the hint. What is the difference between hint and text? Text means when you click on the edit text when where you type using the keyboard. So that is the edit text. So when you click the edit text, if you add the text into the edit text, then that text is also visible, and you type the text your text after that text. And if you don't want add that text, then you want to remove that text. So it is some odd. So but hint, what is the hint? Hint is a text, but it is so on the edit text. But when you click any edit text, then hint is automatically removed from that edit text, and your fresh text is typed into that edit text. So we use the hint into the edit text, and we use the text into the text view. Okay. So now I insert the hint into the that edit text. Type enter any text that you want, username. That only hint, then it is automatically removed when you click that edit text. And also I insert the hint into the password. Enter password. Okay. So now that hint is visible. Now fourth component is the button for the click login. So now I add the button here. That is the button. But in this we add the text in this. So we add the text. What is text? Log. Okay. Now it is a simple we add the all components regarding the login activity, but this is odd to view. Now I add some spaces between the login, enter username, password, and button. So here is a space attribute component space. So you add before the text view. And now go to the and copy this and add also here and add everywhere after all components. Okay. Now I change the height. There are match parent and wrap content. Match parent means according to the screen. Wrap content means that text and any content is add, the component I adjust according to that. But I don't want to change this, so I add 50 dp. This is the size of first space. Now check this on here. The automatically space are add here. Now I add the space between login and the enter username. So here I add this 20 dp. Now check this. It is good or not? Some more space. Over here 40 dp. Now it is good. Now I add the space between enter username and password. So now I go to here and add 30 dp. Now 30 dp space. Now I insert the space between password and the login. $50. Okay, now check this. Button is too large, so I change this according to I change the size of this 200 dp. Not change the height, change the width. Control there. I change it. That is the XML view and that is the design. Okay. Now you change this one. I change the width 200 dp. Now, so I according to this I change this. The space between them is removed. So all 50. Okay, 20. Okay. Now the width and height but it is so in left side, so I change the gravity of this button. So search gravity because I want layout gravity. Gravity change the text center left right, but layout gravity change the all component center. So center horizontally. Now it is good. Okay. Now check this. It is completed. Now I run this on my mobile, physical mobile. So it takes time to run. So wait for that. Oh. This is install the app into my mobile. So this is my mobile. It want to ask to install this app into my mobile. So I give the permission. Now this app is run in my mobile. So it is run. and the layout is showing very well on my mobile screen. Okay, so that's it. This is the example of linear layout. In next lecture we learn about the constraint layout and relative layout also. Thank you very much to listening.